So number 5, he's always flattering you to the point of you being uncomfortable. He is always flattering you to the point of you being uncomfortable. You see a man toasting a lady. Yeah, it's good to flatter women, but don't overdo it. Don't overdo it as a man. Don't overdo it. You've already done it the first time, you've done it the second time. Enough is enough. But when they constantly over flatter you, there is something fishing there. Look deep, look deep. There is something there. They're constantly over flattering you all the time without ceasing. You smell rat, because I'm smelling rat already. I'm smelling rat already. It is good to flatter someone, but whatever we do in life, do not overdo it. When you overdo it, people will start looking. People will start checking. Is there any other thing you need? What is it you need? More especially if that one hasn't taken you to bed and is always constantly flattering you, that is the next thing that will follow. Maybe people will start checking. He's so desperate to take her to bed. Just you that they are constantly flattering to the extent that you are now becoming uncomfortable. You should be the one to have that, to discern if something is right there or wrong. But for me, something is fishing. You need to open your eyes. And number 6 is he's always creating crisis around you. Now, this applies to both men and women, not just women. If you as a man watching me, you have your girlfriend constantly creating crisis around you, constantly stirring up quarrel, even when you must have done everything possible as a man to calm the situation down, she is still not satisfied. My dear, that girl is not for you. Because if the girl is truly for you, the little you have done for her, she will be satisfied talk more of when you are doing a lot. She will be satisfied, she will be happy with you and for you, and she will constantly support you as her own. She will constantly support you. But whenever she's always finding fault in everything you do, even when you are doing your best, she keeps telling you your best is not good enough, she's not for you. And as a woman watching me, you have your man, but your man is always finding faults around you. If you go to work, it's either he tells you other men are chasing you, or maybe your colleagues in the office might be chasing you, or you wear something, he tells you things like, don't wear this clothes. What are you trying to show? Who do you want to impress? Are you seeking for another man's attention? Or maybe you call him on the phone, he will constantly have something to say negatively. He will constantly have something to say negatively. That man is not for you. That man is not for you. Because if a man is for you, you're already doing something. It could be little. Fine. He will appreciate you. He will love you. He will appreciate you. He will support you. He might even tell you something like, that's enough. That's enough. I got you. I understand. It applies to both men and women. What I'm trying to say in this number 6 is, if your woman is the negative type, aggressive type, you can never please her. No matter what you do for her, you can't please her. No matter the amount of money you give to her, she constantly tells you her friend's boyfriend gives her more. No matter what you do for her, she's not happy. And you are a woman watching me, no matter what you do for your man, he's not happy. He will constantly use your friends to give you examples. He will constantly compare you to your friends or people out there. He will constantly say negative things to bring you down. It's simple. She's not for you. He's not for you. How do you know? You need to have the spirit of discernment. You should know when something is going right and when something is going wrong. Because when people are for each other, you support each other, you build each other, you believe in each other, and you trust each other. It doesn't mean we don't have problems. It doesn't mean there won't be a tiny conflict in between. But even though there might be a tiny conflict, you can see both of you willingly accepting to sit and talk it over. That is the man or the woman for you. Anyone that is willing to sit with you and address issues, that one is for you. But that one that doesn't want to sit with you and always screaming, creating more crisis upon crisis, working out on you, giving you silent treatment, they're not for you. If you doubt it, go into marriage and see the worst. They're not for you. They're not for you. Okay, then number 7, he manipulates you and tells you you don't love him and never loved him. We have this. You can see a girl that has dated a man for 5-10 years. In between the 5, 10 years, we're not talking about 1, 2, 3 years anymore. These are people that have courted each other for 5, 10 years. Then after maybe 10 years or after 5 years, and the man and the woman decides to leave, maybe the woman must have woken up from her slumber and decide to live a better life for herself and decides to cut that situationship that she thought was actually a relationship. Then you see the man calling her on the phone, telling her things like, I know you never loved me before. You don't love me, that's why you left me. Anyway, you never loved me. He's a manipulative human being. He's a manipulator. Leave him. In fact, if he tells you, I know you never loved me all those years, tell him yes. Yes. Even though I know you know the truth, you're a manipulator. Yes, I never loved you. If that's what you want to hear, if that will make you feel all right, fine. Because if you allow that his sweet tongue to get you back, you are in for another 10 years. And at the end of the day, he will dump you because you will grow old, wrinkled here and there. He will leave you and even go for a younger woman. And as a man, you have a girlfriend that you have dated for so long. Each time you want to marry her, she brings up excuses. Each time you want to marry her, you bring up excuses. She goes off, comes back, goes off, that is off from your life, back into your life. Those off and on, it could be that there's something happening the other side, and when she notices that that thing is not working back, it's not working out for her, she runs back to you. Then maybe she runs back this time around. You made up your mind as a man and said, okay, I'm done. I can see I can't do anything to please you. And she start crying, telling you, I already know you never loved me, even though you are claiming to love me. She's a manipulator. Leave her. These are manipulative people, manipulative souls. There is something they are looking for which they've not gotten in a man and in a woman. Assuming you are the woman, your man is treating you this way after 10 years of relationship or 5 years of situationship even. It could be that there's a girl he has been pursuing. Unfortunately, he lost there. He runs back to you. And the moment you make up your mind to leave, he starts telling you, I know you never loved me. He's manipulating you. He's manipulating you, and as a man, she is manipulating you. Guys, wake up. Wake up. Don't go and start telling your friends, do you know she came back? Do you know she came back? I know she lost me. No, 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 no. She doesn't love you. Something failed somewhere. And as a woman, you start telling your girlfriends, do you know my guy came back again, crying. He even knelt down for me, telling me it's like I don't love him, and he's a manipulator. Leave him. Something happened somewhere. He lost. There's another woman he's pursuing. Unfortunately, he couldn't get hold of that one, and he runs back to you, and you believe he loves you. What can you be dating with a person for 10 years and you are still there? What can you be dating with someone for 5 years, 6, 7, 8, even 4 years, and you are still there believing that there's love? It's not love. It's not love. Even 3 years. See, if something will happen, it will happen. If that person truly loves you and wants you, by all means, 6 months is enough for court marriage. 6 months is enough for both of you to cut each other and then get married. It doesn't mean that when you get married, you won't be having problems. No. We are human beings. We are meant to face problems in life, but at least know how to resolve it together. So be careful of these people that manipulate people a lot. Be careful of them. Number 8 is, he seems so nice. Number 8 is equivalent to number 2, if I'm not mistaken. They seem so nice, but at the end of the day, you are still afraid around them, even though he seems nice. We have them. We have this type of people out there, more especially men. Out there, when they are out with you, they are angels. People see them like angels. People tells you, the girlfriend, like something like, you are very lucky to have him. Oh, he's you he chose. My dear, I envy you. He's such a nice man. He's such a kind man. He's such a this, but you are dying. Because you alone knows him. Someone will tell you, oh, he's well-mannered. Meanwhile, you are living with a beast. It's not any well-mannered. They project themselves like saints out there, but inside their partners are dying. Then, assuming you are still cutting that one, and you're experiencing this that I'm talking about, this is the time for you to leave before marriage. Do not allow yourself to get into marriage, because if you eventually get into marriage, you will see worse than you are seeing already. And maybe at the end of the day, it's either assuming you didn't lose your life, you will eventually come out because you wouldn't want to die. All these saints out there, but inside the house, they are different and altogether. Their partners are dying. We know a lot of them. There's one of the functions that I attended. Yeah, in as much as we know this couple, but doesn't mean I know them, like knowing their character. I'm not close to them. They are not close to me. But people were watching how the man was praising the wife. My lovely wife, my sweetheart, my darling wife. Do you people know that she controls me? I have no say in my office and in my house. This, my wife here, is my Lord and my master. And all of us were looking at the wife. The wife was like someone who is so scared. You see it from her eyeballs. You see it from her face, her countenance. The way she was even sitting, almost like she's shivering. And at the same time, people I was sitting with, everybody looked at each other and said, your Lord and your master, what is wrong with her? Why is this woman so scared? Why does she look this scared? You know why I'm laughing? Because we have them. Or maybe you see a woman will come out in front of her husband's friends. She will kneel down, even put her head on the floor, serving the husband maybe wine or food, calling her my sweet husband, Dimoma. And the husband will, each time the husband calls her in front of the friends, she will answer, sir and Lord, and bow down. Meanwhile, that's a tigress in the house that deals with that man mercilessly. My dear, that's why I said in this number 8, they seem so nice out there, but a different thing altogether. Before you proceed into marriage, be careful. Check all these things. If it's happening around you, quit on time. It doesn't hurt. Even if you love him or her so much, break that situationship. Have your heart broken. Move ahead in life. A better one will come, because by then you must have learned your lessons. Yeah. Then number 9 is he's isolating you from family and friends. A man is isolating you from family and friends as you are dating. He's not comfortable whenever you call your people on the phone. Whenever you call your mom, he's uncomfortable. Whenever you call your sisters and brothers, he's uncomfortable. Whenever you call your friends or be with your friends, he is uncomfortable. He wants you to always be with him and him alone. He doesn't want you to see any other person. He doesn't want you to be in the company of another person. That man is not for you. Because no true man that loves you will allow himself to disassociate you from your family and loved ones. No, they won't do it. Because they know that sometimes in life, when something is happening to us negatively, there's always a time that we are in need of family to be around us, or we're in need of friends to console us, apart from your partner. So a true person will not deprive you of having your friends around you. Yes, somebody said that of friends. Yeah, I know there are some bad friends. And even those bad ones, that's your man. Like I said initially, will sit you down and give you reasons. You will talk things over with him. He can tell you this particular friend doesn't mean well for you. I'm not comfortable. Yeah, but not all your friends. Talk more of your family members. Not everybody. But when a man tells you it's everybody, even your mom, your dad, your siblings, your friends, no, run away. That man is not for you. It applies to women. There are some women that prefers to hold their man and be with their man alone. The man will not call the sister, the man will not call the mom, the man will not call anybody, the man will not even be with his friends. It's just them. That woman is not for you, because if you insist, at the end of the day, she will leave you, or at the end of the day, he will leave you. So we just have to be careful in all these things. Then number 10 is he projects himself that he's always better than you. He projects himself into you. He projects himself, is, for example, both of you are discussing something meaningful, seeking for solution. You have noticed that each time you bring an advice, he takes that your advice down. His own advice and everything he says are always the best. are always the best and not your own. He doesn't listen to you, but he prefers to listen to people out there, his friends. If you contribute to something, he feels that you know nothing. He will tell you why his own is the best. My dear, he's not for you. Because a loving man will be open for your advice and his advice. At the end of the day, he can choose anyone he wants from it. The same thing applies to a woman. If your man is telling you something, you believe that the advice you are giving him is the best, that his own is rubbish, no, that woman is not for you. Because anyone that is for you believes that both of you can contribute together. When you contribute together, at the end of the day, you will still have the right to choose the one you want to choose. Or maybe you apply both of the advice in that thing. Both of you are trying to sort out. You applied all the advice that he or she gave you, you bring it together, you will make something out of it. There must be a way forward. So we really need to have the spirit of discernment in all of us so that you'll be able to detect when something is going wrong and when something is going right. You need to know when something is for you and when something is not for you. You need to know when that man is for you and when that woman is not for you. So, but like we have treated here, if all these things I just discussed here, we are noticing them in your relationship, then know that you are in a situationship and those people are not for you. Please, we really need to open our eyes. Be careful because this, yeah, I know we all are bound to make mistakes. We all are bound to make some mistakes, but at the same time, we are still hoping not to make that mistake. But because we are human beings, nobody is above mistake. But whereby you make your mistake, still find yourself up, get up, dust your clothes, and keep moving. Because nothing is too late for anybody living until that person dies. So long as we're all living, nothing is too late for us. So I'm so happy to be with all of you tonight, and I'm so happy I shared these ideas and this knowledge with all of you. It is left for you to think about it and apply it in your day-to-day life, and also save yourself from unnecessary breakups and unnecessary heartbreaks. Okay, that is all I have for us tonight. So I'm going to close tonight. I don't have any other thing to say other than to say thank you so much. And I love you guys for loving me, for loving my movies, for always supporting me, for being my fans, for being a loving person. Thank you so much. Yeah. And God bless each and every one of you. And I'm grateful to all of you. And I say thank you again and again and again. And until next time, I'm going to come up live. For now, I have to say good night and take care of yourself. For those of you that gave me gifts, God bless you. I really appreciate, and good night.